In this video, I will focus on concept clarity of IRR and MIRR. IRR is internal rate of return and MIR is modified internal rate of return. What there is a lot difference between IRR and MIRR. So my priority would be to make difference very clear. Suppose an investor invests rupees 1 lakhs. After 1 year, the returns inflows are 40,000 rupees. Then second year inflows are 45,000, and third year project gives us 50,000 rupees. Now, as in my earlier video, I have shown calculating IRR is very easy. Suppose if we find here IRR, then we simply select all positive to negative inflows, and this is internal rate of return figure 15.98%. What here we need to understand that there is cost of arranging this 1 lakh rupees. Means for project we arranged this 1 lakh rupees at cost of capital. Suppose it is 12%. Cost of capital for 1 lakh rupees is 12%. In IRR, it is assumed that positive inflows 40,000, 45,000 and 50,000 are reinvested with same project. That is 15.98%. What in MIRR, it is not assumed. In MIR, there is possibility that these cash inflows are not reinvested in the same project. They may be elsewhere invested with a lower reinvestment rate. Suppose reinvestment rate here is 10%. These cash inflows 40,000, 45,000 or 50,000 have been invested with only 10% rate of investment. Now we find what is value of MIRR. Now simply Excel gives us, we select values. Investment rate here is 12% for negative cash flows. What reinvestment rate suppose is lower than cost of capital 8%. Here we are seeing that MIR is lower than IRR. Now our decision is that if IRR is above the cost of capital, means our project giving us 15.98 and cost of capital is 12%, then our project should be accepted. So acceptance decisions, suppose if we are making here acceptance decisions merely on IRR minus cost of capital. If it is positive, or another way also we may here, if this value less than 0, then reject project, or accept project. Now we may give whatever the signal to highlight this. As project IRR is above 15.98%, that's why it is accepted. What now we consider different reinvestment opportunities and different cost of capital. Suppose here as reinvestment rate is lower than the IRR rate. That's why here MIRR is 13.93%. That is more practical. IRR and MIRR would be same if reinvestment rate would be equal to MIRR. You see, in this case only where reinvestment rate is assumed to be equal to IRR, MIR equal to IRR. Now suppose project cost of capital, weighted average cost of capital increase and that become 18%. Here you see project is rejected. And again also if we see if reinvestment opportunity is merely 10%, then MIR is merely 13.93%. So I hope after watching this video or consulting other website, here I should also make clear MIRR is nth root of future value of positive cash flows to reinvestment rate divided by negative value merely giving us negative cash flows, present value of negative cash flows at finance rate, then minus 1. This is mathematical interpretation only. What the concept clarity is only done when you understand these are different changes. I hope you understood whatever I told and you subscribe my video. Thank you.